Did you know that Mandarin Chinese is the most predominant language in the world today? Collectively, there are 1.2 billion native Chinese speakers in the world. Now that's approximately 1/5 of the entire world's population. However, with the unprecedented rise of pop culture and Hollywood influences, it has led to the glorification of the Western lifestyle and the use of the English language. Subsequently, children's views towards the importance of Chinese language has diminished over the years. China's growth as an economic powerhouse has aided the world's economic growth and created numerous job opportunities. Hence, if your child was able to master the Chinese language, it will be beneficial to them. Even former US President Barack Obama recognized the need for a push to learn Chinese. In addition to its pragmatic value, learning Chinese as a second language also benefits your brain structure. Neuroscientist Dr. Sophie Scott discovered that there was increased brain activity in bilingual speakers compared to monolingual speakers. Also, bilingual speakers exhibit better executive control in general, and this is a significant predictor of academic success, long-term health, and general well-being. It is common to hear children openly proclaim their reluctance towards learning Chinese because not all teachers can make the classes engaging, which results in children being unable to relate to. Furthermore, classes are often mundane and repetitive, and that makes it difficult for them to absorb the information and commit it to long-term memory. On top of that, many classes are conducted in English, which results in a lack of exposure to Chinese. As a result, students avoid the language altogether due to a lack of confidence in speaking the Chinese language. Now, this is reflected in their report cards where they get mediocre Chinese results. Your child could be missing out on scholarship opportunities and admittance into prestigious schools. It is never too late to reverse this worrying trend if we start today. Here at Asian Chinese Academy, we will help your child ace the Chinese language with our language memory programming semantics teaching methodology. This course caters to different age groups and is designed to help stimulate the students' imagination and creativity through language visualization. This incorporation of Chinese literature classics will help spark the interest and capture the attention of your child. This association of stories and new vocabulary is a strategy called mental imagery. It helps to accelerate learning and helps to commit newly acquired information to long-term memory. Students are required to read one Chinese book each month and to share their thoughts in a class presentation. Now this gives them more purpose to read more Chinese books and to share learning and meaning with classroom teaching. This way, they can absorb 20 times more than the regular Chinese tuition. Chinese characters may seem exceptionally difficult and often incomprehensible to the uninitiated. And for many of us, being able to read it does not necessarily mean that we can write it. Instead of traditional tuition classes, which make students memorize and write out characters by rote without context, the LMPS methodology helps students to learn new characters by testing them against the literature books that they have read. To top it all off, a novel writing competition will be held to further enhance your child's critical thinking skills. This way, the knowledge will be effectively internalized through the LMPS methodology. Apart from that, your children will learn to use their voices with emotion and tonality, and how to apply these techniques in role-play. Your children in our classes will learn to develop an interest in Chinese culture, and at the same time, know how to do well in the oral examinations. So what sets our classes apart from other enrichment centers? Asian Chinese Academy will go the extra mile and provide Mandarin coaching exercises to keep track of your child's progress and holistic well-being and provide advice accordingly. Language is a form of expression. When your child gains enough exposure to Mandarin through reading, writing, listening, and speaking, they will naturally gain a sense of confidence and they will eventually speaking the language as if it was natural, like Mandarin was their first language.
近几年来，新加坡的华文教育呢起了很大的改变。就从中小学的教材来看，我们看到现在我们更加注重口语的交际，还有书面的交际。那么就是要强调孩子们的口语的能力，还有书面互动的能力。这也告诉我们，其实学习华文华语呢是一点都不难的，它可以就是我们生活当中的语言，就好像我们在写电邮给朋友啦，我们在面部上跟别人交流啦，在很多的这些社交媒体的平台，其实我们都可以使用华语。在口语的这个互动方面呢，那就更多了。我们可以在电话当中跟朋友聊天啊，或者是在上网播放我们自己个人的视频这些其实都可以用到华语。所以我觉得现在的孩子呢，其实要学习华文华语的话，其实他们所能够接触的管道其实是更多的。那么我觉得家长们如果只要能够稍加鼓励，让孩子们没有包袱、没有心理压力的去学习华文华语，那我相信他们也一定能够学得很好。
Help your child open up to mastering the Chinese language at Asian Chinese Academy.